Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Twitch chat, and welcome back to Let Us Play. I'm your host, Father Evan. It's good to be back with y'all today, and I hope you're having a good day. Good to see you, Bad Roxy. Good to see you, Brayherd. And Bad Roxy, congratulations. You have won the crown of Furstendom on this, the day of Sainthood. I suppose this means it's really more of a Halo? Yeah, I work for Busted Halo. I think I can give those out. It's good to see you, though, and you love winning. You sound a lot like your husband there. But before we get started, I want to give a thank you and a shout out to Alpha Technical. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Hope you have a good time. So we're going to dive back into Sainthood. We got about halfway through one cycle. It's a 33-day cycle. Hey, Trekkie, good to see you. Hey, Mel. Oh, that's your friend. Sweet. Thank you for sending him over this way. So we're going to see what happens when we finish, and then I want to try and do better the next time because we haven't really gotten a ton of faith points or service points. He's gonna play magic. Oh, let's go. Also this. Thanks so much, Mel, for the resub. 8 months. Let's go. Let's go right to the game. Drowned cry announces the convent treasury has been robbed. Rude. Ah, good morning. The rain has stopped. It's getting so chilly lately, I'm getting concerned. We'll save that concern for later, though. Right now, it's story time. Check this one out. Yes, more stories. One day, a leopard caught a jackal and was ready to make a meal of him. But the jackal, being sly, begged for a last request. He asked the leopard to let him sing before he died, saying it would make his meat tastier. Curious, the leopard agreed, and the jackal began to howl loudly. The noise brought hunters running, and in the commotion the jackal slipped away, while the leopard was forced to flee for his life. The end. See? All about wisdom. I love story time with the Abbess. Thank you for the lurk, Mel. Okay, what supplies do we want? I guess I could probably finish off the... I'll do 1 Koki beans and 1 stationary thing at the school. Incense. A 10% bonus chance in the convent. Less sleep and less energy. Don't like that. I think for now, maybe upgrade shopping cart again. Can turn it down just a wee bit, it's a little loud. Okay, so we need to go to the school and we need to go to the kitchen. So I guess let's go to the school first. Deliver some books. I could probably stand to pray while I'm here. So it's going to cost me 1 energy, but we have 8, so that's like whatever. I wonder if I can... If I volunteer at the orphanage, it's 3 hours... 3 3/4 hours. If anyone wishes to try this game themselves, it's currently on sale! 30% off. Hey, that's pretty good. I'm going to do math here. That leads us to 2100, so that's late, but I think it's worth it. The coming judgments are characterized by urgent warnings and affirmations. The narrative addresses a community facing threats from false teachings and moral decay. Text emphasizes the importance of remaining steadfast in true doctrine, highlighting the certainty of divine promises and need for salvation, or vigilance against deception. Central themes include the validity of prophetic revelations, the assurance of future judgment, and the call to grow in faith and virtue. The letter combines strong admonitions with encouragement to cultivate spiritual maturity and maintain integrity amidst challenging circumstances. Through its blend of prophetic reassurance and ethical exhortation, the narrative seeks to reinforce commitment to authentic teachings and encourage perseverance in the face of falsehood. It leaves it at $7. It's a pretty dang good price. Also, good to see you, Step Zero. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we didn't earn any charity points, but we're about to earn a bunch. Town Crier announces the shopkeep is discounting all items! Oh goodness, it's freezing. Never encountered this phenomenon before. I can see from your face that you haven't either. It's completely white outside. Crystal, the weather lady, said it was snow. You should check it out. It's totally bizarre. There are no speedruns. I'm currently on world record pace. You know, what's the record pace for Sainthood? We could upgrade the chapel again. Takes up, you can't see it, but it takes up all of our suns and most of our money. It's not a bad idea, honestly. What a blessing. Thank you. Through your support, we can now deepen our spiritual duties. May the prayers we offer here reach far and wide, for you and for all. What's the gist of this one? So we washed ashore on this island, and we don't remember how we got here. 33 days, a boat's gonna come get us, but in the meantime, we're helping the abbess take care of things on the island. Oh, it's all foggy. Of course they're in different directions. But we're trying to earn faith points and charity points by the end of the 33 days. And in theory, that will help us do something. When the boat arrives, we're not sure. Wonderful, another delicious meal. Koki beans hail from the Bantu tribes of Cameroon, where they are often prepared for festive occasions. This dish made from black-eyed peas showcases the practice of using local ingredients wrapped in banana leaves. Koki has become a symbol of communal gatherings where families come together to share stories and food, passing down their cultural heritage. Okay, I think we're ready for the next wedding. Plus, I have enough ingredients to prepare one more dish. So come prepared for full energy, because it's going to be a long day. Let's deliver these books. We'll have one more thing of books to deliver. I did not know that black-eyed peas were also called koki beans. Neither did I. This game is full of great little factoids about... Oh, no! Oh, that's the first time I've ever been hit by one of those. About a lot of East African culture, because the developer himself is from Congo. And so there's a lot of that. There's a lot of Congolese culture and food and myths. Last time, the abbess actually told us an Anansi story. Count Cry announces special event happening at the orphanage. Ah, good morning. I see you're adjusting to the weather, or at least trying to. I made some snow angels out back. It was pretty fun. Well, I wouldn't recommend it unless you're bundled up pretty well. I love this abbess so much. I was having a chat with Christy, our weather lady, about the weather. It turns out that we're experiencing a 4-season climate instead of the usual 2. All my life I've ever known was the dry and wet seasons. And now I'm told we've gone through summer, spring, fall, and winter. Isn't it amazing? I mean, there's still a question of how this is all possible, but I think there might be a deeper meaning to the seasons that we are witnessing at the moment. Let me think on it a while. So I kind of just want to go straight to the orphanage to do the big event. But I think we're pretty close on the prayer here. It does glitch out and it doesn't show you the progress bar. Yeah, we'll do our daily prayers. Yeah, one more. So tomorrow we should be able to do that. Oh, it's the Ave Maria. Great, thanks. Notebooks and quills. Tools for mastering language. With these, the children will learn to write their thoughts, to communicate ideas with precision and clarity. I'm going to need assistance with a lesson in writing. Our teacher skipped town last night. Said something about going back to the mainland because the food here sucks. Anyway, please be punctual. I hope you'll accept my little donation. Yeah, it is a lovely little visual design. It's very simple, but effective, and let's see what's going down at the orphanage today. Said there was a special event. And I can do this volunteering. I can do it again. I'll do it again. done. You're such a great sounding board. Thank you. These kids are growing up so fast. It breaks my heart to take on burdens they shouldn't have to. It reminds me when I was their age, forced to fend for myself. Anyway, I'd love to have reading time with the kids, and I'm including a few fun catechetical books as part of the reading collection. I'm sure they would love that. Stop by when you have a chance. I was going to say all the scripture passages are too far away, but this one's not. The teacher, in a contemplative exploration of life's mysteries, a voice of profound reflection ponders the meaning of existence against the backdrop of a world both marked by grandeur and futility. The narrative navigates through the cyclical nature of life, questioning the value of human endeavors and the elusive search for lasting satisfaction. With an air of skepticism and existential inquiry, it delves into the themes of vanity, time, and the limits of human understanding. Amidst the seeming absurdity of life, the text grapples with the pursuit of wisdom and the quest for purpose, ultimately suggesting that the true fulfillment lies in embracing the present moment and finding contentment within the divine order. Vanity of vanities, thus spake Koholeth. It is really hard to get charity points. Oh no! I'm sick! Every action is going to drain more energy than usual. I should just stay in bed. Good morning, dear. Still able to cope with your tasks, I hope? I know things are getting difficult these days. I'm thinking about the cycle of the seasons, and I'm reminded that life, too, is a cycle. Life comes into this world in spring and leaves the world in winter. How much can one achieve within the seasons before leaving? I suppose it's a question we all have to ask ourselves. Anyway, I shouldn't bother you with these thoughts. You have a lot of work ahead of you. Mother Abbess, I'm sick. Please let me stay in bed. Perhaps you are meant to be the new Abbess. I think this is more a metaphor for purgatory or dying. Ah, thank you for attending. This next one is a beautiful prayer from St. Clare of Assisi. It goes like this. Place your mind before the mirror of eternity. Place your soul in the brilliance of its glory. Place your heart in the figure of the divine substance, and transform your whole being into the image of the Godhead itself through contemplation, so that you too may feel his friends feel, as they taste the hidden sweetness which God himself has reserved from the beginning for those who love him. Amen. It's a beautiful reflection of our complete trust in God's light. It reminds us to turn our hearts to him in faith, allowing his divine radiance to guide and transform us in every moment of our lives. You suspect that at no point in your life you will be an abbess. I think that's safe to say. I think I'm actually going to replace security guards with the bouncy castle, because at this point in the game, I don't want to lose more money. So we could do I think we owe the chef a visit first. Kitchen is bustling with more activity. The chef looks slightly more strained, overseeing several pots. Additional ingredients are piled high around the kitchen. I can help him. It takes 4 energy. I can do that. Ah, thank you so much, moi. Super moi. Guess loved it. And thanks for helping with the special delicacy, tagine. Tagine, a culinary tradition of the Berber and Arab tribes of North Africa. I like tagine, it's very tasty. This dish, cooked in a conical clay pot, has its roots in ancient Morocco and reflects the region's rich agricultural diversity. The slow cooking method enhances the flavors of spices and meats, making a centerpiece for communal feasting. Each tagine tells a story of cultural fusion, where spice traveled across trade routes, enriching our palates. Let's begin preparing now the recipes for the final wedding, starting with piri piri chicken. I don't want to set foot in the orphanage, because if I do that, they'll be like, oh, you can't help us. Why? Why do you not like us? Okay, we need to go to the school, we need to go to the orphanage, and we need to go to the communities. The
Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
oh, what's it called? The pantry. So I think we need to lock in and do each one of those each day. Good morning. I hope you're sleeping well in these freezing temperatures. You know, I was thinking last night about how I miss the sound of cicadas at nighttime. As a kid, I used to eat them all the time. Roasted or fried, it was quite the delicacy. I think about cicadas, I think all about the time they spend underground as nymphs in darkness, sometimes for many years. Then they emerge to the light, sprouting their wings and singing their praise to the highest levels. A kind of resurrection, if you will. Truly a wonderful thing. The sanctuary is jam-packed. Oh no, we have to do this too. Yeah, I don't want to lose out on faith. -3 faith points is a lot. This take us to 10. I guess that's still fine to go do another. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for making this happen. I'm truly grateful. You all sound amazing. I've gotten so much feedback about how the people are moved by the singing, but of course we can't take all the credit. The words come from the saints themselves. I'm afraid that's it for carols, but I want to leave you with one last message from my personal favorite saint of mine. It goes like this. For thou hast made us for thyself, and our hearts are restless till they rest in thee. Hey, St. Augustine. I'll leave you to figure out what it said and what it means. So we got a new saint. San Frei Galvão, Brazilian friar. Franciscan. Went into the novitiate at 16. Okay. Canonized in 2006. First Brazilian-born saint. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Winter cloak seems good. Well, the umbrella does the exact same thing, so let's upgrade the coffee. Okay, so we need to give some food, and then we'll stop by the pantry. Oh, shoot. I forgot to deliver food here. You have to actually cook it. Sorry, my dude. Not today. A growing crowd is gathered outside the pantry. Word is spread. Now twice as many people and families from nearby. Even some travelers wait patiently. More come. They heard. Good thing you have more this time. Great harvest festival. Food everywhere. Good for the people. We celebrate together. No time was to waste. We need to urgently stock up on flour and ground nuts. That's the store. The Conqueror. A new leader rises. Carrying the weight of divine promises, he leads his people across the river that parts like the sea before them. Hey, it's Exodus. The land ahead is filled with fortified cities and hostile kings. But mysterious signs guide their every step. Walls... Oh, no, this is Joshua, actually. Walls crumble at the sound of trumpets, and strange victories are won in the most unlikely of ways. Yet, for all the battles and conquests, the challenge is not only external. There are internal struggles, loyalties tested, and the ever-present question of whether they can remain faithful to the unseen force that delivered them. As they carve out a place in this promised land, shadows of past warnings and future consequences linger, reminding them that their story is far from over. Justice of the Shepherd. In a time of apparent prosperity and social injustice, the prophet delivers a stark and uncompromising message. The narrative condemns the moral and ethical corruption of the people, denouncing the leaders and institutions that perpetuate injustice. Through vivid imagery and harsh critique, the prophet warns the impending judgment, using natural disasters and cosmic upheavals to underscore the severity of divine displeasure. Despite the focus on judgment, there's also a glimmer of hope, foretelling the future restoration where justice and righteousness will prevail. The story serves as a powerful critique of social inequality and a call to genuine repentance and reform. That describes a lot of the prophets. The Queen. In a vast empire where hidden dangers lurk beneath the veneer of opulence, a young woman of humble origins unexpectedly elevated to the heights of royal power, Ruth. Through a series of fortuitous events and covert bravery, she uncovers a sinister plot against her people orchestrated by a scheming advisor with dark intentions. Navigating... Oh, no, not Ruth. Ezra. Navigating the treacherous waters of palace intrigue and risking her own life, she stands as a beacon of courage and strategic acumen. Her actions, driven by both her identity and her faith, become pivotal in securing the survival of her people and transforming the fate of the entire nation, all while the shadow of intrigue and power play their relentless game. The songs! Tapestry of poetic verses and heartfelt expressions. A rich collection of prayers and hymns emerges from depths of human emotion. These ancient songs capture a spectrum of experiences, from exuberant praise and profound gratitude to anguished lament and desperate pleas for deliverance. Through vivid imagery and evocative language, they reflect a dynamic relationship with the divine, revealing both the grandeur of the Creator and the vulnerabilities of the human condition. The sacred anthology resonates with timeless themes of hope, faith, and introspection, offering solace and inspiration to those who seek to connect with the divine amidst the ebb and flow of life's trials and triumphs. What are those red orbs? Dangerous. They take away some of your money, and I think maybe even your faith points. Good morning. Christy the Weather Lady is here again with some important info. Come quick. Out in the snowy fields, Christy the Weather Lady is tinkering with another of her strange devices. I detect an incoming blizzard on the way. She begins with a worried look on her face. There's a high chance you could freeze if you're caught out in the storm without proper protection. My advice, get a winter cloak as soon as the postman brings it over. If you do not have a winter cloak, please stay indoors. If you are frozen, try to keep moving. You'll break out of your frozen state eventually, but not without time lost and some adverse side effects. Oh, and this is now just 1 hour for 1 prayer point. This still says prevent status ailments, so I hope that works, but we'll find out. Okay, so I need to teach a lesson in the school and I need to deliver some things, so that's kind of perfect. Ah, thanks, you took your time, but you brought them. I did not take my time, I brought them immediately. Next, goat meat and leafy greens, urgently, please. I'll lose charity points if you don't hurry up. Teach. 1.75 hours, that's not bad. Well, it's gonna take a couple. I'ma learn these kids. Great, class. The children grasp the basics of writing, though they still lack discipline. Writing is not just the ability to form words, it's the foundation of law, culture, and diplomacy. Our next class is philosophy. The children need to think beyond the practical. Unfortunately, our philosophy teacher skipped town last night. Why are all your teachers leaving? Seems there might be a pattern here, but perhaps not. Anyways, please be punctual. Give me some money. Okay, and tomorrow we can go to the school. The Rebuilder. Amidst the ruins of the once great city, a new chapter begins as a remnant of the exiled people returns from their devastated homeland. Guided by divine favor and decree from a foreign king, they embark on a journey of restoration and renewal. The focus shifts on the rebuilding of the sacred temple and the reestablishment of the ancient laws and worship and practices. Amid challenges and opposition, their efforts to rekindle their spiritual communal identity unfold. This story is one of resilience and hope, where the struggle to reclaim broken past is intertwined with the promise of renewed covenant and a future restored to divine favor. So that's them coming back from the Babylonian exile at the order of Cyrus the Persian, but what's the name of that book? The Restorer. In the shadow of the crumbling city, a determined leader rises to rebuild what was lost. With authority granted by a distant monarch and driven by a profound sense of duty, he returns to besiege Jerusalem, confronting both external threats and internal dissent. The task of reconstructing the city's walls is fraught with obstacles and opposition. Yet through perseverance and reform, the community begins to heal and reforge its identities. Amidst the rubble, Nehemiah, I'm wondering if this is the book of Nehemiah, his leadership revives hope and unity, laying the groundwork for a restored city and renewed covenant while confronting the harsh realities of people striving to reclaim their spiritual and communal heritage. I think I'm going to upgrade the orphanage too when I head over there, because I have a lot of money now. Oh, wait, windy.
Courtesy of Christy the Weather Lady, a blizzard is predicted for 24 hours.
Morning. Goodness, this weather is devastating. Nothing can make me go outside in this blizzard. I guess you shouldn't have said that in front of you, given that you have to go do about your duties, but, well, I wish you luck. I'll say an extra prayer for you, protection against freezing to death out there. I'm reminded of the verse, have you entered the storehouses of snow, or have you entered the storehouses of the hall? The snow is God's creation, fierce and overwhelming, yet purposeful. In the same way the blizzard obscures our view, life's storms often blind us to God's plan. But we must trust that just as he commands the snow, he commands our lives wisdom beyond our understanding. And when the storm passes, we will see the path he has set for us clearer than before. Good luck once again. Hey, Abbas, are you familiar with the line from James? Goodbye and good luck. Keep warm and well fed. Just asking for a friend. The unrelenting weather has damaged the internal structure of the building. We're gonna need some major help with the fixes. Okay. Deliver. Thanks, you made it eventually. Excuse me, there's a blizzard. I can't complain. Now, urgent delivery vegetables. Please hurry. I'm glad that spoke to you then, kid. Let's upgrade the orphanage. Oh, thank you. With these new walls, the children's laughter will echo even louder. The future looks brighter for these little ones, thanks to you. Okay, so it's not even noon yet. So where should... I feel like... Is there something to do with the hospital I've been forgetting about? No, but I can volunteer here. So that seems like something worth doing. Because I have a lot of energy. Nope, that's all the energy I have. Do a little night prayer. I think specifically, now that I'm recalling it, Step Zero, the red orbs are described as like demonic spirits. I have a lot of energy. Moments later, oops, that's all the energy I have. Well, I burned through it very quickly. But you have to trust me. You can't see my energy because it's behind me.
Everyone is in a bad mood today, including myself. Don't expect any smiles from anyone.
Oh, morning. The storms rages on, eh? I am reminded again of another verse. Wash me and I shall be whiter than snow. Even in the midst of the nature's harshest conditions, the purity of snow reflects the cleansing grace of God. When the storm settles, all that is left is a world washed clean, a reflection of the renewal he offers us in spirit. Isn't that wonderful? It is wonderful, but it doesn't always feel wonderful in the midst of a storm. Rota. Today is the feast of Saint Cyril of Jerusalem, different from Saint Cyril and Methodius. Nope, gotta go to the hospital. He's actually really critical in our understanding of how to ritualize bringing people into the faith, as his writings kind of depict the earliest example of the codification of what we would call RCIA now, or OCIA. And it's really cool to study them and like what he's doing and like how he teaches them. But I think he just speaks to a really powerful part that's not just like someone wants to become Christian. It's not like, okay, cool, you're Christian now. Go about your life. No, there's ritual, there's symbol, there's something external that helps add to it. The basement is flooded. We can't have that in the hospital. I lost a charity point for praying. After helping them with their problem. We'll upgrade the pantry. Thanks. With these upgrades, we can feed more families than ever I thought possible. Truly strengthened the spirit of the community. Oh, thanks so much. The children, they remind me of my own family. They should be running in fields, not lying in hospital beds, but their laughter brings me hope even in the darkest times. The King's emissaries will make a stop here to make sure our facilities are good for incoming refugees. It's a rare visit, and everything must be perfect. We're going to need all hands on deck for cleaning and preparing the place for the inspection. Please come over when you can. Well, I know what we're doing tomorrow. Okay, so because everyone's in a bad mood, that's why I'm losing charity points. They're being grumpy cusses. The unity of the church. In the profound and exalted narrative, the text explores the nature of the divine plan and the unity of believers within it. It presents a vision of cosmic scope of salvation and the transformative impact of grace. Central themes include the nature of the church as the body of Christ, the unity of all believers, and the spiritual blessings available through faith. The narrative provides deep theological reflections on election, redemption, and the new identity of believers. It also offers practical guidance on living out this new identity, emphasizing the importance of unity, love, and ethical behavior in personal and communal life. Through a blend of high theological insight and practical exhortation, the text seeks to deepen the understanding and inspire a life that reflects divine calling and purpose. I believe that's Corinthians. Yeah, I'm already up late. May as well pray a little more. Boat's almost here. Well, as the town crier makes his announcement, you wake up with a gloom feeling of existential dread. Yeah. It's called human life. It seems as if praying has no effect on faith points. Oh, well, I won't. That's a weird... Okay, that's a weird thing, because I like that there are these random events that impact what you gain, what you don't, how long it takes, etc. The solution to that one, though, is just don't pray. So it feels like it's sending the wrong message in the end, but... Good morning, dear. Have you started counting down the days until your ship arrives? I can't believe your time here is coming to an end. I must not try to think about it. Enjoy your presence. You tend to look towards the future rather than enjoy the present. Always waiting for the next big thing. I find that to be a shame, because the present is such a gift. Even with this crazy weather, I know it's tempting to wish it was all over quickly, and we can't wait until the day comes. But it's important to enjoy this very moment within the storm and be present. We'll deliver something to the pantry. We can go do some cooking. That just pays me more. I think at this point, honestly, just upping the donations. So I need to go to the hospital and the pantry. So I'll stop by the pantry first. Just to drop off the last of the resources. Right, now the final big event. I'm going to take everything we've got. But I trust you. Come prepared. Okay, so we're going back to the pantry tomorrow. I thought there was supposed to be a big inspection here at the hospital that I was supposed to help with. I'll volunteer for a couple hours before I head to the kitchen. Do a cooking. I'll do one cooking, please. Now we have to head to the orphanage because it's breaking down. Yeah, you are in trouble. I am here to help. Ow. The Advent! In richly detailed narrative, the story unfolds within the arrival of a figure whose teachings and actions establish norms and offer a new vision of spiritual fulfillment. The text begins with genealogy and nativity account, Matthew, of what frames this figure as fulfillment of ancient prophecies. His teachings, delivered through parables and sermons, emphasize themes of love, mercy, and the coming of the kingdom of heaven. Through a series of miracles, confrontations with religious leaders, and profound discourses, the narrative reveals the transformative impact of the figure's message. The story culminates in a dramatic sequence of betrayal, crucifixion, and resurrection, promising redemption and establishment of a new covenant for all who follow. Yeah, it's absolutely the Gospel of Matthew. Ah, excellent work on the manuscripts. These ones contain some of my favorite stories. One of those inscriptions, when I put the words together, we get this. The boat rocked side to side, no place can we hide. Still no clue what it could be about, but hopefully you've been taking notes. More ancient manuscripts to be found. Go get them. No, I did not actually write those down. That could be a problem.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits today. Charitable actions may get you an extra smile or two.
Oh, good morning. Came across another verse in our readings last night. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be white as snow. Reminds me of God's mercy, how He covers our sins, making us new again. You know, I love most of the verses regarding snow, or use metaphors for the forgiveness of our sins. Another one commonly used is cleansing fire, which is also extremely harsh. Sounds to me like the purifying process has to be a tough one. Something to contemplate as we go through the actual purifying process in the world that exists between this one and the next. Those. Upgrade the coffee. Oh, good. The hospital's falling down. Of course, it's in the opposite corner. Yes, we will help you. From the pantry. I just hope we have enough time. I think we will. A massive crowd gathered far beyond the small group that initially attended. Children laugh and play among the trees, while elders sit patiently, their baskets lined in anticipation. This is a lot, Thomas begins. I hope you're ready. 5 hours? Ooh, that's close, but we can do it. Oh, thank you so much. I know I don't talk much, but I appreciate your help. No more need for deliveries. I can take it from here. Stop by any time if you like. Okay, that's kind of big, because that means we have completed the pantry's quests. Oh, where are you all going? Why are you all converging on me on that one spot that I was on? The wrath of the destroyer. In a time of reckoning, a prophet delivers a fierce and vivid indictment against a once powerful city now facing its inevitable downfall. The oracles paint a dramatic picture of destruction and divine vengeance, using powerful imagery of storms and devastation to symbolize the coming judgment. The text focuses on the city's moral corruption and cruelty, emphasizing its sins will not go unpunished. Amidst such grim predictions, there is a sense of cosmic justice being served, both as the prophet foresees the collapse of an empire and the restoration of balance. The message underscores the themes of divine retribution and ultimate triumph of justice over tyranny and oppression. I'm not sure which minor prophet that's supposed to be. The Wanderings, a restless people wandering through the barren wilderness, struggle to find their way toward the promised land. Their journey is marked by counting. Hey, this must be numbers. But it is the trials and rebellions that define them. Plagued by doubts and discord, they are tested by fire, serpents, and famine, always teetering on the edge of destruction. Along the way, the mysterious figures rise and fall. Prophecies unfold. The miraculous signs point the way forward. Yet they near their destination. The weight of the journey threatens to overwhelm them, leaving the future shrouded in uncertainty.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
You are suddenly filled with a high spiritual energy. Every spiritual action you take seems to gain more faith points. Good morning. Second to last day. I bet you must be brimming with excitement. Hopefully you've started wrapping up your tasks. I can imagine it must be pretty difficult to get anything done in this weather. I'm told by Christy the weather lady that the storm may end tomorrow. We can only hope. I read another interesting verse last night. He gives snow like wool. He scatters frost like ashes. He hurls down his hail like crumbs. Who can withstand his icy blast? That's in Sunday of week 1. Truly a humbling verse indeed. No wonder many civilizations and cultures have multiple deities assigned to elements of the weather. It would be difficult to comprehend that a single being is so powerful enough to control all the weather systems, but alas, such is the case. I thought I was told I don't need to drop anything off anymore. Oh well. You're in big trouble. Yeah, they're here to help you. Help the orphans. I'm off to the kitchen to go do some cooking. Great, thanks. Thank you for helping. Peri-peri chicken is a fiery delight from the Makua and Sena tribes. The origins of this dish lie in the use of the African bird's eye chili. Ooh, I love bird's eye chili. It was introduced by Portuguese traders in the 15th century. The dish has become a staple reflecting the blend of indigenous and colonial influences in cuisine. Next, I'd like to try a recipe for injera and wat. Hey, that's Ethiopian food. Upgrade the kitchen. Wonderful. Mwah. With this expansion, we can craft dishes that will nourish both body and spirit. We made it possible to feed the hearts of our people. The Day of Darkness. In a time of devastation and crisis, a prophet delivers a message of both dire warning and hopeful promise. The vivid imagery describes the locust plague as a harbinger of divine judgment, symbolizing the coming day of the Lord. A time of reckoning for nations and individuals alike. Amidst the portrayal of destruction and chaos, there is a vision of restoration and renewal. Promise of spiritual revival and abundant blessings. The narrative emphasizes themes of repentance, divine mercy, and the transformative power of redemption, envisioning a future where the divine presence is poured out upon all people, leading to a new era of peace and prosperity. Good morning. Can you believe it? The storm is finally over. I thought it was never going to end. Oh, this is it, eh? Your last day here. Hope you've had a great time with us, and I certainly hope we haven't stressed you out too much. Most importantly, I hope you've had fun. I truly appreciate all the work you've done for us and the time you've been here. Your ship will be here first thing tomorrow morning to take you away to the distant lands. So please use the rest of your time to wrap up any outstanding tasks you may have. Well, we are... It's the last day. We've done the pantry. I think... Let's just go to the orphanage and hang out. With teaching... with the kids. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? These little ones cling to us as if we're the only thing standing between them and the darkness. In a way, we are. We're just about ready for the next Playday event. I hope you come prepared. Oh, I'm leaving. See, I can't do any cooking. I don't have anything to deliver to the pantry. So I guess I could go and teach a little. Even though I won't be able to get this up high enough to, well, actually, I think I will just yeah, we just barely got it. Ahem, great class. The coordination facilitation of the class was excellent. Seems to me the children are beginning to grasp the weight of ideas. Philosophy teaches them how to think, not just about what is, but what could be. It's the beginning of wisdom, which means now we are ready to host an official debate. It's time to put these students to the test and see how much thought they can apply to these theoretical concepts. Please come prepared. Oh, I have some bad news. Continued letters to Corinth. Okay, so 2 Corinthians. In a heartfelt defensive correspondence, the narrative continues addressing a community with whom the author has a complex and often strained relationship. That's putting it lightly. The text blends personal reflections with theological insights, defending the author's authority and the ministry while addressing issues of reconciliation and comfort. Key themes include the nature of true apostleship, the challenges of ministry, and the transformative power of suffering. The narrative offers a defense against critics, celebrates the joy of reconciliation, and provides practical guidance on generosity and ethical conduct. Through a combination of earnest appeals, the personal testimony, and theological exposition, the text aims to strengthen the community's faith, resolve disputes, and reaffirm the enduring commitment to a life of authenticity and grace. Dear Corinth, knock it off. Well, it's really more, Dear Corinth, really? Again? Stop it. The judges. I wonder if this could be judges. In a land once promised, now fractured and wild, a cycle of chaos unfolds. Without a king, the people drift, swayed by their own desires and beset by enemies on all sides. In the shadows of this disorder, a strange and flawed figures arise, judges, each of whom, by an unseen hand, endowed with power to deliver their people. Their stories are marked by unlikely triumphs and devastating failures. A left-handed assassin, a woman who leads armies, Judah! A man who tears down temples with his bare hands, Samson. But for every victory, the people fall back into darkness, repeating their mistakes, and the land descends into the deeper unrest, and the line between hero and villain blurs in the dimming light. Dear Paul, make us... Well, see, the thing is, there's a third letter to the Corinthians we don't have. We actually technically have second and third. Because 1 Corinthians is has a line in there about, in the last letter I wrote, I have typed this message in Twitch chat with my own hands. Look at the letters. I do love that line where Paul's like, I'm going blind. Look how big these letters are. As per my last email, Paul. Yeah. Dawn of the final day. Wait, wrong game. The ship arrives, but it's not the vessel of salvation you hoped for. Its hull is battered and worn, groans like the souls you failed to lift. No joyful welcome awaits you. Only cold, indifferent faces stare back, silent witnesses to your shortcomings. I did my best! You step aboard, but the weight of your journey presses down upon you. The winds howl, mocking your meager efforts. Those in need, the lost, the hungry, the forsaken, linger in the recesses of your mind. Their eyes, hollow and yearning, are etched into your memories, forever unanswered. The sea churns, violent and unforgiving, much like the void left by your absence. The ship sways, unbalanced as if questioning your right to sail toward the distant lands you have left, but the stain of neglect clings to you, a burden far heavier than the ship can carry. Now you drift, adrift in the endless abyss, toward a distant shore that may never come. What? You apparently know stupid Galatians. This game has a bit of a binary in its resolution. Not gonna lie, that was abrupt and unsettling because I got a decent, like, I know obviously it was my first time through, so like I was learning it, like I didn't do things optimally, but like to basically have a metaphor of like, yeah, you went to hell, and it's like, oh, all these people are hungry. It's like, no, I fed them. Like, what's prayer mode? Prayer mode is it's just the rosary. It's quite nice that it's in there. So I take a bit of umbrage, especially because like we had that whole talk about purgatory with the abbess beforehand, and then it's like, boom, and you failed. It's like, what? Like, I know the path is narrow and the bar is high, but God's grace is bigger. No, we'll skip the tutorial this time. So now I want to try and like really focus and lock in and see what kind of better score we can get. Because I know there are certain things that we did. Take the discount card. That we learned actually backfired in some ways. So I will be skipping all the dialogue in this playthrough. So everything was futile? According to this game, yes. I still think... It feels too limited in its resolve in the end of like... Coming King! There to the court. Archer. So now I want to focus now in on the other ending. Which I guess there's only two. So we have to see that charity point and that faith point rise every day. But anything that takes away energy or time, or adds time, I don't think we can have. Okay, so deliver some blankets to the orphanage and some stationery to the school. Yes, the umbrella is great. Deliver those. So now I should be able to teach. So it looks like I should devote some time each day to each. I think maybe one thing I was not doing well was I was just focused on like one building. Whereas I think I need to spend more time paying attention to multiple buildings. It's like taking my time here. I can't volunteer yet. Oh, because I haven't delivered any medical supplies. Well, I can pray. I think I'll just barely be able to get the kitchen built. Yeah, that ending, not gonna lie, not in love with it. First Seer. And I need to kind of min-max how many of these pages I get. So there just does seem to be some element of randomness in terms of like what items you get to take with you. Because we were not offered the umbrella last time for quite a while. So yeah, in terms of like overall story, assuming like a better ending, I do still really like this game. I think it actually does kind of have a very fun roguelike element. Let's do these deliveries. Scrub, see, it'll take us 5 extra hours and we'll earn $1 extra. That's not really worth it. This will take away my energy but up my faith points. And that's, I think that really messed me up last time as I took the Kaboko. And it like meant I had no energy to do anything for like 5 days. Right, check your inventory. You actually have to use the mouse. Okay, so hospital and pantry. Hospital and pantry. Okay, so those are both down that way. So what if we went to the hospital, dropped this off? Then we went to the school and taught. The ending seems a bit harsh, I admit, but perhaps it's stubbornness that pushed me to say that it was still worth it. People were still helped. Exactly, and that's kind of the view of like it paints this image of like everyone went hungry because of you. It's like no. Like objectively untrue. Cassava, good fish. Okay, so we should have a event here tomorrow that we could do. Yeah, still can't do anything there, but I could probably teach one more time at least. Just some night classes for the kids. The final charge! Sample of good works. Suffering. The coming judgment. Because I wonder if we had fully spelled out that message, if that would have helped too. I hear if you pray in just the right order, different buildings, you can unlock a speed rosary, so it takes half the time. Is that a joke or is that for real? Because I could see that going both ways with this game, to be honest. Okay, let's deliver one thing to the pantry. And then I don't need a construction tent because everything's constructed. I should also start hitting up this shop to buy. You were joking, but it feels like it could happen. It really does. You can get a rosary. I'm gonna stop by the shop and I'm gonna buy an energy drink. Because that gives you 5 extra energy for the day. Your rosary with Go Faster Stripes. It's red. This one prays faster. And let's go volunteer at the orphanage for a bit. First, the aim speed, just travel faster. So yeah, it seems
In the name of the Father, the Son,
oh, that was a different saint from last time. Gotta go to the auctioneer school to get the fastest prayers. Nope. It's 5 hours, but it does give me 2 fate points. I'll do it. Okay, so saints continue through each playthrough. Because we did not have Pedro Colonsod, a Filipino Roman Catholic. Actually, let's do double cooking duty today. Plus what? Plus 5 hours. See, that's the thing. It feels weird that there isn't a priest on this island. They're kind of implied is because they have mass. You just don't ever meet him. Storm watched many starfish up on the beach and they were dying. Man walked beach tossed them back in. Another man walked up to him and chided him. The beach is too huge. It makes a difference to that one. Indeed, it does. So I have 2 things to cook with. Shop's up there. I wish you could see the layout before picking what you're going to take with you for the day. I actually didn't need to get the energy drink there. Oh well. I need to start upgrading buildings as well, I think. In purgatory, as in life, Red Bull is the answer. You Red Bull drinkers. Wait. Are you saying Red Bull gives you wings? That it gives you the wings to be an angel in heaven? Yes, people don't turn into angels. But for the sake of this joke. Yes, I hate it, Father Heaven. You're welcome. Okay, shopping cart's a good one. Okay. We'll do this event at the orphanage. I'll deliver some maize to the pantry. Probably a good idea to pray here. Back to work, Lurk again! That's fair. All I had to do was Fred stuff. You took the rest of the way. Excellent. You're welcome. Yeah, I still don't have enough to upgrade the building because I need 100 star points. But the good thing is, those don't. Those you don't seem to actually use up. So we'll drop off these toys. Then we'll go save the pantry. Or the kitchen. I guess we'll go to the hospital and do some volunteering there for the rest of the day. So we have the time, we have the energy. Okay, so we're about 20 faith points, 20 charity points, and we're about a fifth of the way in. So it feels like we're on track. This game feels very different when you divorce it from its narrative, though, I'm gonna say. I know that's probably true of a lot of games, but using reinforced steel during construction ensures the buildings are being... Nope. Energy drink. Energy drink all the way. Okay, I can't teach here yet. Hours, we can do it. We got the energy. Don't have a whole lot of time to do anything else. Ow. Ow. I was trapped in there. Hope of the people. A covenant. The love ballads. Hey, Song of Songs. We must maximize the efficiency of our prayers. What are you, the German church? also find the use of runes there kind of an odd inclusion, but it's just a weird stylistic thing. Yeah, anonymous donations, perfect. Okay, yes, let's protect the kitchen. Let's do a quick prayer in the kitchen, get some faith points for the day. I hope I have enough time to do the thing at the hospital. 5 hours? Barely. Okay, we're a quarter of the way there on faith and charity. That's seems good. Seems good rhythm. Shame you can't unlock a little scooter. Purgatory scooters are us. Meet meet. Let's deliver some things to the hospital. Let's upgrade our energy drink. Oh good, we need to head to the hospital anyway. Yeah, I'll upgrade the hospital. I'm here for the day. Five hours, I think. We'll just have barely enough time to do it. Yeah, I guess to beat the game, if it's gonna be 100, because that's what it looks like, you really need to earn 3 a day on average, with one day being slightly more, but, you know, for sake of easy math. Hey, when that Alighieri guy was in Purgatory, you got all sorts to help to move along. Seems only fair that you get some too. I know. Oh. Ooh, shop is open for 24 hours. Let's do the pantry next. So where is the pantry? Of course it's down there. Let's upgrade this building. Let's go upgrade the orphanage, I guess. Okay, so tomorrow we need to go to the pantry for an event. And I could probably complete the volunteering at the orphanage, depending on their location. How did you know there's an event coming up? When you finish all the deliveries, there's usually an event. Discount on the items, but that's okay. I have my own energy drink. Yeah, we'll join them for this concert because it's worth 3 faith points, which is good. Let's deliver to the hospital. Oh, there was not an event after all. There usually is. It's not always guaranteed, though, it seems. So let's go deliver these to the hospital. Do some volunteering there, I guess. We can. Okay, we can't. But we can go volunteer at the... Oh, right, there's an event here. Yeah. Do that as our... So many manuscripts there that night. There's that one night where there's just one manuscript. It's like, come on.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Who's this new saint? Magdalene of Nagasaki. Magdalene is our Christian couple during the Tokugawa shogunate. Oh. Interesting. Is it just me hearing away in the manger? No, all the background music are hymns, but particularly you know, I think I'm going to swap out that provision with that one. So I need to deliver to the school. That's good, because I actually wanted to go to the orphanage as well. Yeah, a lot of the hymns playing in the background are just Christmas hymns. A Kingdom Falls, Part 1. Coming soon to HBO Max. Yeah, it also seems min-maxing your economy early on seems to be really good. Because I feel like I have a ton of money to upgrade everything and not really worry about it. Whereas last time I felt like I never had enough money for the early game. Yeah, we can go cook. How very capitalistic of you. Well, you know, I can't help but play the game as it exists. I can't say that this game is a perfect example of striving for holiness, but I think it does... I think it could be a decent way of discussing it with, like, kids in a school. I've seen certainly worse on this channel. Min-maxing the economy early on is good. It's not the line I expected to hear about this game. Yeah, I mean... Because I think I have to get every building fully maxed out. Oh, I forgot to pray at the monastery this morning. Oh well, can't do it all. I think I'm gonna go teach for a bit. For that added energy. Yeah, see, we just wrapped up the reading and writing thing on day 15, whereas last time we had been doing that on like day 30 with the kids. So also not ending the day early goes a long way too. Although I'm slowing down in some of my faith points, I think. But sometimes you get big bonuses. Alright. There's the kitchen, there's the pantry. Let's go to the pantry first. So then we can actually head back here. We can grab the other thing to cook. Which I think is another thing I was not doing enough of, was going back to the monastery to get supplies midday. Ow. My brain got thrown off on the isometricness and went the wrong way. Another 10. These are great stories. The island folks are appreciative of your hard work in fetching these, just so you know. I've received so many letters to the effect. Okay, let's arrange the words in the inscription and see what it says. Thunder splits the sky, waves rushing high. Seems like a rough time out at sea. Not my ideal vacation. Let's keep going. I get the feeling there's a lot more to this poem, but we need the full manuscript. Bring 10 more. I didn't get that last time. I did not get that many manuscripts. So, progress. should have a heavy rain. That's fine by me, 'cause I have an umbrella already. Don't have enough sun to upgrade those. Cokie beans. Yeah, see, cokie beans. Like, we were just getting those at, like, day 25 in the last run. I also volunteered here once. Yeah, it was like 4 manuscripts. Just sleep every day. Speedrun good ending %. You could just sleep through every day, but I think you'd get somehow an even worse message. Well, I think worse in terms of, like, the guilt tripping that it did. Okay, we're just over halfway, and we don't have quite enough points, but I think we can start making those up as we complete these quests. Do you just white out? Yeah, every day, if you don't get back to the monastery in time to sleep, the day ends. This rainy season is really obnoxious because there's always a building to save. You think Purgatory would have stable foundations? Well, you know, I'm not the architect of it. Dang it. I thought I could get that one manuscript. It's a little...
Father, the Son.
Okay, that doesn't look like Dracula. It's a little misleading when it's like, oh, do this thing and you get a charity point. It's like, no, you have to do it multiple times to get the charity point reward. Special event of the orphanage. Francois de Laval, Catholic Bishop of Quebec. Okay, no one's in immediate need today, but... Oh, now the orphanage is in need. Have to exit and re-enter to get... See, and sometimes you get those things where it's like, oh, there's a special event. And it's like, I guess maybe volunteering doesn't take as long, might be it? Could a vampire be a saint? Person died. Well, no, because metaphysically speaking, anything undead doesn't actually make sense. And as you see, as we get the big events like the teaching the kids moments or whatnot, like those hospital needs volunteers. Okay, we can do that. Now we have to head to the kitchen to save it, and that's good because we're just gonna go cook there anyway. Seriously, people, just patch the roof. They did patch the roof. They just did a very bad patch. They really just needed a whole new roof. There's a robbery attempt. Aha! Let's go, security guards. The church always needs a new roof. I know. I don't even work in the church, technically, and I know that. I mean, I work for the church, but... let's go to the hospital first and do some volunteering there. See if we can't upgrade it as well. Upgrade the kitchen. Cook again. Okay, no charity points that day, but... Or faith points, oh dear. But I feel like we're about to get a bunch of events where it's like, do this thing and you get 5. But we did get a couple upgrades, which is pretty big. Just found out last Sunday your church's foundation is eroding due to improper drainage. Sounds about right. $47K to fix. Oh, is that all? Actually, as far as the capital campaign goes, that's not that bad. Wonderful, another delicious meal. Injera and what, originating from Afar and Amhara tribes of Ethiopia. Injera is a fermented flatbread that from Tef dates back thousands of years, serving both as a plate and a dish. Paired with what, a spicy stew, reflects the communal nature of Ethiopian dining, where sharing meals fosters connection. This pairing symbolizes the rich history of agricultural and culinary traditions that have sustained Ethiopian tribes for generations. Next up, Nakatan Kwan? I probably butchered that horribly. You're a little confused on what I'm doing at the start of each day? What do you mean? You get between 0 and 3 things to deliver, and you can only deliver 2 of them max. And then the provision screen makes no sense. The provision screen is like buffs. But you can only have 5 at one time. So like 1 gives me more energy, 1 gives me more gold for delivering things, 1 gives me more gold each day, just through donations. Oh, 5 hours. I don't have time. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna do it. Apparently this game doesn't care about actual time. If you we earned the points there. So long as you have the energy, it will let you. 10 days left. This is gonna be tough. This is a tough game. Orphanage needs help. Okay. Time between midnight and set. Yeah, well, you gotta sleep at some point. So first I get this option. It's like, what do you want to take? So I'm gonna take toys and food to the various places. Then this, you're given 2 options of what you can add, and you have 5 things that you can upgrade. I've mostly been upgrading because this one gives me energy, this one gives me coin, this one gives me coin, this one protects the coin I have, and this one protects me from status elements in the wind. And I've already forgotten what I need to do. Okay. So deliver some toys. You are most welcome. It probably made more sense had you seen it last week when I learned about it and went a little more slowly. Can I upgrade? Oh, yeah, I'll teach a class. Excellent work. These debates were spirited, and some of the children showed real promise. If they continue to sharpen their minds, they will lead us into a better future. It does bring back a few memories, not that I will be sharing them with you. Never mind. Final event will be a grand showing where the students demonstrate their knowledge and everything they've learned thus far, but before that, we're going to need some more materials urgently, starting with geometry sets. Every minute that goes by is time they have spent not studying. The shipment should arrive tomorrow. Wow, you found over 30 so far. Excellent work. Let's take a look at this poem. We call heavens above for mercy, strength, and love. Well, you know me, any time is a good time to pray for mercy, strength, and love. Thank you for the manuscripts. I'm having such a lovely time poring over them. I'll find the next 10. Yeah, I don't think we're going to win this. I think I slowed down too much, and I don't know why. Oh, good, I have a fever. That means everything's going to take more energy. That's okay. I have coffee. So there's the school. There's the orphanage. Let's go to the orphanage first. There's some toys. I'll upgrade the school or the orphanage. There's some supplies. So now I should be able to teach here tomorrow. I'll upgrade the school while I'm here. I should be able to take... Oh, I don't have any food to cook. Well, I'll pray in the chapel because I could actually still use some more faith points for the day. So many manuscripts. I'm not gonna get them all. Got 3 though, that's decent. Okay. 30 points are getting back up there again. But yeah, it does seem if you want to just kind of play this and try for the best ending, it's not that long. I mean, so school books and food in the kitchen. Okay. Your church's building problems are more expensive than that. However, the building has gotten too small to fit everyone is a problem that many churches wish they had. Let's go. That's a great problem to have. Should be able to finish off the volunteering here for the day. Great. Need 600 suns. That's a lot. That is a lot, not gonna lie.
In the name of the Father, the Son.
Oh, that's Josephine Bakita. Josephine Bakita is an awesome saint. Okay, now we're at the Blizzard, so I need the cloak to replace my... Of course, the kitchen's all the way down there. Can't believe I hadn't upgraded the pantry. I'm We're gonna teach the children at 9:15 in the evening. Some of these children, they just have to work out in the fields all day. You know, you gotta take them to night class. I wonder if you have to get to 100 or if there's like a threshold below that that's the goal. Ooh. Another 10. These manuscripts are such a hit. I've got people stopping by daily to ask when the entire collection will be complete. Show my gratitude for firing up their enthusiasm. Now let's see if we can put the words of our poem together. The sea pulls me below. Time begins to slow. I wonder. Anyway, I can't jump to conclusions, so we have assumed the final piece of the poem. Given that there are only 10 more manuscripts to find, you know what to do. I froze! I turned into a little snowman! Nice work. The examination was grueling but necessary. The children need to understand that discipline is learning. Is the key to mastery. I've heard some whispers around the island. Some don't agree with my methods. They say I'm a bit too hard on students. I beg to differ. I'm not hard on them at all. My father was hard, on the other hand. Now, he was a hard man. Hard on me, but I could handle everything he threw at me. Let's move on. Their final test begins. Grand display of all they've learned. They will leave this place not as children, but as scholars. And I, perhaps, will finally accomplish something respectable. Everything's good. Oh, God. Just like to imagine him tearing up there. Okay, so we'll go to school tomorrow. Gonna hope that we get a coat here. Everyone's in a bad mood. Ugh. That is not what I wanted to see, because that means... Oh. I don't get as many charity points. And I just lost charity points there. Just for walking around. Okay, we'll go to the school tomorrow. My clock disappeared before the time was up. Okay, we definitely got more charity points in total this time. I have the existential dread. actually... Let's deliver some items to the pantry. Yeah, see, I don't have... the coat. Like, I just haven't been offered it. Should have bought the coat earlier. No. That was on the last run where we were offered it earlier and we didn't take it, but we wound up getting it later. Oh, that sounded weird. Ahem. Oh, that was an incredible performance. Gabriel grabs your hand and doesn't, or perhaps can't, stop shaking it. He's ecstatic. He did. Did you see the looks of parents' faces full of pride and joy for their kids? That's all I ever wanted from my father. For him to be proud of me. I hope he can see that his hard work has paid off. A single teardrop runs down Gabriel's cheeks, but he swipes it off so fast that you're not sure what was up there. Anyway, that's it. Your work here is done. Of course, feel free to stop by and give a helping hand anytime, but I'm sure you have other responsibilities. Have a good rest of your day. So I wonder if that's ultimately the goal, if you're just supposed to, like, get to these... Okay, I can't do that. There's not enough time. I'm gonna lose out some charity points. Awkward. Father Evans using the old bear voice for the nurse. Look, I only have so many voices, and I kind of shot out my throat yesterday doing some of them for Super Mario RPG. Like, I legit woke up with a sore throat because of that. Ooh, extra charitable actions today. There's the winter coat. Alright, so... have to save the orphanage. I'll take the hit there for the... Both of those were the rebuilder. Masterful work, young postulant. Simply masterful. You found them all. I'm so proud of you. This completes your quest for gathering all the ancient manuscripts. The islanders are going to be ecstatic. And for that, I'm eternally grateful for your efforts. And now for the final stanza of the poem. Ready? The cold wraps around me tight as I surrender to the night. That ends the pretty dark note, doesn't it? Okay, let's put it all together now. War tears through our land, we escape by sea in trembling hands. The boat rocks side to side, no place we can hide. Thunder splits the sky, waves rushing high. We call to heavens above for mercy, strength, and love. The sea pulls me down, time begins to slow. The cold wraps around me tight as I surrender to the night. I feel so surreal, like the final words are one subconscious before death. Perhaps something to ponder during the rest of your time here. Anyway, more uplifting news. Now that the quest is over, I hope you can get back to focusing on your main duties. Chop chop! Yes, mother. Okay, so I feel like we've done the last of the school. We've done the last of the pantry. We've done the last of the cooking, it seems. And the last of the orphanage, and the last of the hospital, maybe even? So I think we've completed... Like, we can deliver extra things, but I think those are just there to be like, hey, here's a way to earn more coin. And some extra points. Because I can't volunteer here anymore. Ah, here we go. The children danced and laughed for the moment. The weight of the world lifted. The potential donor was so impressed that he decided to triple his donation, which will allow us to hire more staff and upgrade the facilities even more. Amelia's eyes well up with tears. You know, this makes me so happy because I, too, lost my parents growing up. Growing up on the streets, having to fend for myself with no mentorship or adults looking after me was so hard. So to see these kids with the possibility of a future, it means so much to me. Thank you so much for your help. I'll never forget what you've done for these kids. And for me, personally, feel free to stop by anytime to play with these kids. But no pressure. I know you have other tasks to accomplish, but your time on this island is up. Take care, sister. So I'm wondering if you actually have to get these points up to a certain level, or if it's just complete each sort of quest arc, because we had the carols with the abbess or prioress. We had learning more about I can cook anytime, I can deliver anytime. It's but I'm done. Doing events. On Sunday, after one dude has made a catechumen, I told him if you died tomorrow, Father David is doing your funeral. This is not the first person who I said this to. It's fair. That is how the catechumen does in fact work. Okay, I feel like a score of 85 charity points is pretty good. It's not the usual white people are congratulated. Huh, that's weird. Ship looms on the horizon. It approaches slow and ominous as it reaches the shores. There is no gleam of hope. Only a dim light of uncertainty, flickering like a candle near its end. You step forward, but your feet falter. This is different. For something deep within you trembles. You board, but the weight of your own doubt hangs heavy, sinking into your very bones into the vessel. The crew is silent, their eyes empty, for they recognize the void that shadows your soul. The faith that failed to nurture, the prayers left unanswered, the moments of trust forsaken. The sea stretches out before you, vast and indifferent. Its depth mirror your heart, dark and fathomless. The journey ahead is shrouded in mist, the horizon swallowed by gloom. No guiding light will lead you now, for the flame of faith that should burn within has flickered, weak and fading, and so you drift, rudderless, lost in the cold expanse of uncertainty, towards a distant shore that remains ever out of reach. How many messages of "you have failed and you will be adrift in hell forever" did this guy write? Okay, I think this game is good. I think it needs a little bit of tweaking and some rebalancing. to make the goal more achievable. I appreciate that it's not easy. Like, it's not just like you accidentally get the good ending, but like, we were focused there. We were trying. We completed all the quests. This is different. People have different methods to cope. Valid. So on the one hand, I'm like, I like the art style. I like the gameplay. It's cute. It's nothing amazing, but it's good. Especially for, again, one guy like Bisong Taiwo. He does this alone. And I think this game has a lot of interesting things to say and a lot of interesting ways they say it. And has the potential, I think, you know, if you had like a group who wanted to play this and like talk about faith in light of it, I think it would be good. But those endings are a little tough. Not just mentally, but also just tough to get the good ending. And again, I appreciate Narrow Path and all that, but like, it feels, it's kind of like a roguelike where the boss is just punishingly hard. That you can have a perfectly normal run and then just right at the end it all just is like, nope, never mind. So I don't like that in terms of like a gameplay standpoint. But yeah, so I think I appreciate having taken the time to look at this. And that's also going to be the perfect place to call it for the day. Maybe this game is actually a Calvinist game. No, the developer is in fact Catholic. But yeah, that the different endings were a little interesting. And again, I think they were a little harsh in some ways, but again, that ending needs some balancing, particularly in the gameplay and also some of the writing. But you know, that's just me. That's my critique. But yeah, so that was our look at Sainthood. So thanks so much to everyone for tuning in to Let Us Play. I've been your host, Father Evan. It's been good to be with y'all today, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. Join us again tomorrow as we will be playing Minecraft. On Thursday, we're going to be playing Siberia 2. Looking forward to that. Next week on Monday, we're going to keep doing Super Mario RPG, and then for Spirituality Tuesday, I have a surprise. It's another game about church. It's probably not going to be nearly as polished or good, so I think we're going to have a bit of a good laugh with it. So that'll be fun. And don't forget that this Saturday, starting at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Magic the Gathering, Gladiatorial Combat. Anyone in the community is welcome to face me on Arena. I'll be just kind of hanging out all day, playing games of Gladiator. It's 100 card deck, no commanders, no companions, and singleton. So you can only have one version of any card in your deck, except for basic lands. So that should be a fun time. If you have any questions, hit me up on Discord. I'd love to help you, especially with deck building if you need some help there. And other than that, thank you to everyone who's liked, followed, subscribed, given bits, all that good jazz. Checked out the YouTube, checked out the Discord, and why don't we see who's live that we can raid into? Going to send you on over to Flame Prince. He has a shared chat right now with Halcyon Ward. They're totally brothers for real, for real. They are playing Warhammer 40,000, as you're supposed to say. Ugh. Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader. I think Hal's the leader of the group, and the Flame might be the Chaos Gremlin. So we'll make... You know what? Why not just make that the raid call? Chaos Gremlin raid. Chaos Gremlin raid. Just add whatever meet more or emote you want to that. Go give the two of them some love. They're fun dudes. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care and God bless.